I appreciate all that. So everyone, I just want to let you know that what I'm going to be doing tonight is actually more what's called Qigong. And Qigong is a part of Tai Chi in that it is healing the energy, more of just the arm work part of that. But it is this healing energy that we're born with, and it's up to us to cultivate it, to utilize it, to try and help us stay as healthy as possible. I heard a quote from Maya Angelou about what our mission might be. And a lot of times, you know, we're here for a variety of reasons. You know, some of you may have migraine headaches, and some of that might be related to stress and tension. So this part of this practice is to help us learn how to deal with the stress and the tension much better. And let's face it, these times of COVID, I don't think there isn't one person on this planet who hasn't had some kind of stress, including my own self. So the Maya Angelou quote that I want to say to you, and I'd like for you to think about during this practice, is my mission, my purpose is not merely to survive, but to thrive. And we want to thrive with some passion, with compassion, with some humor, because we know that humor, it definitely is one of the best medicines that we can have, and with style. And I'm going to add grace to that, because these times have really kind of tested our patience and our emotional levels. So being able to have grace under fire is also very important. And the other thing I'd like for you to think about when I normally would start my Tai Chi or Qigong classes is to think about and realize that we are all the puzzle. We are all threads of this fabric, of this life, of this existence. And we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. So please keep that in mind. If you feel that your spirit is dampened for whatever reason, these mindful practices will help us gather back that spirit, gather back this healing chi, so that we can improve ourselves. And actually that radiance, that spiritual energy radiates from us to other people. The music I'm going to use tonight is Reiki music, which in and of itself, the tones, the bells, the sounds, you know, the vibrations that are in the music are also very healing. Part of the practice we're going to do is we're going to do some tapping, which again, that's vibration. It's intentful vibration. So we're going to definitely do some of that. And of course, use caution, especially if you do happen to have a headache right now or a migraine. And the other thing we're going to start with is what's called 3 intentful enhancements. Dr. Roger Jonke is he's been an acupuncturist physician for years. Says that when we're doing our practice, we want to think of 3 things. We want to think about the mind, the breath, and also our posture. So his saying is mind the body and the breath, and then clear the mind to distill this heavenly elixir within, which is our healing chi. So I'm going to put the music on so we can have some audio healing as well. First, we're going to work on posture. And posture begins with the feet. You know, whenever we do balance work or any of that, even in a seated position, we're working on balance. So what I'd like for you to do is look down at your feet. Make sure your toes are facing as far forward as possible, and stretch those toes out a little bit, especially if you've been in shoes all day. Stretching those toes, letting them release, you know, crunch them up, stretch them out, get rid of any tension that might be in the toes, and then let those toes settle to the ground. When we work with balance, we always think about the big toe, the little toe, and the heel. That's kind of like our tripod of balance. So even if you do have a neuropathy, try to feel or imagine the big toe, the little toe, and the heel pressing down into the earth. We have some energy points in the body that I'm going to point out, and one of them is under the foot, and this is called your Yang Quan points. So Yang Quan brings the energy from Mother Earth up into us. So let's just take a moment now and look to see that the knees are right under your heels or under your ankles. You want to make sure that your knees don't come inward, that they're lined up with your hips. And then coming a little bit more further up, we want to loosen up that lower back. So we're going to do some pelvic tilts that will help us lengthen that spine. So as you pull in, you can pull that navel in and exhale, and inhale as you let that pelvis rock forward. And remember to please always go to the point of sensation, not to the point of pain. You want to enjoy the experience, relaxing, allowing that chi to flow. So let's do that a few more times, feeling that length, especially in that lumbar area. Let's do one more of these. And then release, and try to feel that neutral point between those two extremes that we just focused on. And then bringing your attention up the rib cage to the sternum, and also the rib cage in the back, the shoulder blades. We want to feel that we're lifting that sternum up. That helps to lengthen the spine and back. And let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And thinking about bringing the breath in, but I'm going to work on breath a little bit more directly. But right now, just take those shoulders up, back, and down. And as you lift up, you feel that tension going in. And as you come down, feel that tension leave. That's what this is all about, is to release that tension, especially in the upper back, lower neck area. Let's do one more of these. And as you let those shoulder blades slide down the back, feel the sternum lifting up just even a little bit taller. And allowing the hands to rest on the legs. And as we move up, you still want to feel the connection of the feet. This becomes, that's the awareness of knowing what all parts of your body are doing at one time. Even though we're focusing on one, we still want to feel that connection from the feet all the way up. So here we are, we're up into the neck area. And one of a good practice for Tai Chi is to put the tongue to the roof of the mouth. When the tongue touches the roof of the mouth, that's an energy point. We have energy meridians in the front of the body as well as the back of the body. And they meet underneath the body, which is why we want to have good posture. And then they also meet right here where the palate is. So putting the tongue to the roof of the mouth will also help to balance the neck, the muscles front to back. So especially if you've been sitting like this, when you lift that tongue up, it helps to strengthen these neck muscles in front. So feeling that lift, still feeling the connection to the ground, to Mother Earth, but feeling that lift in the body and that lengthening in the spine. And then bringing your attention to the cervical vertebrae in the neck. Feeling that lift, like the top of the head is going up towards the ceiling. And now that we have our posture in alignment, let's think about the breath. And then the breath, when we focus on breath, it allows the mind to come into the practice. And when we focus and control our breath, breath is something, of course, that happens without, we don't have to think about it, thank God. But when we start to control it, that sends a powerful healing message to the body. So let's take some time here to send this message, this powerful message to the body and the mind. So as you inhale in this better posture, if you can inhale for maybe a count of 3 or 4, pause for a moment at the top, and then exhale out and let that exhalation ebb out, ever so gently ebb out. And let's do that several times. And as you're bringing that breath in, let your mind clear out. You know, you may feel some thoughts coming in, but just try to allow yourself to go into that meditative state of just focusing on your breath. Feeling the posture, being aware of your entire body, and then feeling the breath at the same time, enhancing that breath. Inhaling deeply, pausing at the top, and exhaling out nice and easy. And as you inhale, you want to feel that belly expand, feel that rib cage expand, and then feeling it recede back without changing your posture. Let all that happen right in the body. And let's do that several more times. Let's do 2 more nice deep breaths. Bring ourselves way into the practice, into that point of quietness. Good. 1 more nice deep breath. Feeling that relaxation starting to come. Then allow yourself to go back to normal breath, but feel how your breath is now enhanced from that deeper breathing. So we're going to go back to the feet a little bit, because we're going to activate some of these points in the body, these Qigong energy points. Just like in yoga we have chakras, well in Tai Chi they're very similar. Now let's lift the heels up, kind of rolling on the balls of the feet, and then drop the heels and lift the toes. So that rolling action, up and down, you'll feel the calf muscle stretch, you'll feel the front of the foot stretch. All this is about to open that ankle up and also to press on the knuckles of the feet down on the ground, roll that down because that's our Yang Quan point. That's going to help us pick up more energy from the earth, healing energy. Let's do that 1 more time. Now keep the heels lifted and roll those ankles around. So we really rub those Yang Quan points into the earth. And thinking of posture, keeping the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Let's go in reverse, rolling those heels and ankles out. You might hear a little popping and cracking. I know I always do. Good, and then let those feet sink in. Now let's do a side bend also to open up the spine. As we do the side bend, you can allow yourself to just drape over to one side, feeling the contraction, the stretch here. And then lift the body up, coming back to that center point, and then flexing over to the other side, feeling that length all the way down, and then lifting up. Each time, feeling you're lifting that rib cage up a little bit higher. Let's stretch over again, lengthen, and come up, and lengthen, and come up, feeling that breath guide you. Let's do 1 more to each side, and lift, and then over, and lift. We're also going to do another spinal movement, which looks for you, those of you who take yoga, looks very familiar. It looks very much like the cat and the camel. So we're going to hollow out, let the body, let that spine stretch. We're going to roll forward and then lift up with the head and feel like you're lifting up with those back muscles and let yourself settle back into that posture. Hollow out the abdominals, pressing down on the feet and then lifting up, lifting the body up and let yourself settle back down in that good posture. Let's do that 1 more time. Hollowing out lifting up, and let those shoulder blades sink back down. So now we're going to go in reverse. We're going to lift. We're going to do like the camel. We're going to come forward and then gently roll up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up, and then uncurl and come back to that posture. Lift the chin, roll forward, and curl all the way up, all the way up. Feel all the muscles, everything that's involved in that movement. Let's do that one more time, lifting up, letting yourself roll forward, curl all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, and settle. We're also going to do a little rotation. So as you rotate over to the side, I'm rotating over to my right, but of course I know that's reverse of what you're doing. Put the opposite hand on the leg, put that same side arm behind you, and then just allow that body to gently rotate, always going to the point of sensation, not to the point of pain, but feeling these muscles engaged, allowing that spine to go a little bit deeper, and breathing deeply, allowing yourself to relax into the movement. And then release. Let's come to the other side, stretch.
Susan?
Yes.
I hate to interrupt you, but we're getting a lot of feedback on the audio conflicting your voice versus the music. So they're suggesting perhaps turning off the music to just have your audio to guide them through.
Okay.
That might
Well,
help.
you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll just turn that down. How's that?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hated to interrupt you.
No, that's all right. And let's do that again. Let's stretch. Good, and release. And then let's go to the other side one last time. And then coming back to center. And as you come back to center, just taking some nice deep breaths. And allowing the mind to relax. Now let's put the hands together. There are energy points in the hand called Lao Gong points. They're right around here, around the knuckles. So we want to whisk those hands together. And usually you can do this like 32 times, you know, whatever you feel you need. But that heat that you feel in your hands, that is your chi. This is your ability to be able to feel that heat, that energy, that chi that we have. And now we're going to take a moment and we're going to stretch this chi out. So let's take a moment. And as you inhale, open this out across the heart meridian, across the chest. And as you exhale, bring it in. So what happens is the more times that you do your chi, you may not feel it right away. But as you do it more often, man, it happens like right away. So you almost want to feel like you're moving through a dense cloud. You might feel your hands even vibrating a little bit, tingling, you know, all those kind of sensations. That's giving you that opportunity to feel your chi. And bring the breath into it, exhaling as you push, inhaling as you open. And that energy, that is your chi that you're moving across. Now let's let the hands go down by the side. We're going to do a movement called Sink the Chi. We're going to gather chi from all around us and let this, like as if we're pulling it down the front of the body. Inhaling as you lift up. And again, always going to the point of sensation. Let the joints be soft. You don't want to feel any tension in the shoulders. You want to let the elbows soften, the fingers, the wrists, shoulders themselves, the shoulder joint. Just becoming sensitive to ourselves, to our chi, to how our body moves, making it all connected. And this chi that we generate, you know, when we're in a classroom, we can feel it all, but you know, the reality of it is the energy never ends. So all of us, wherever we are, we're all contributing to this universal positive chi energy that we are generating all together, wherever we are. Let's do one more. Now we're going to work on tapping and relaxing the head and the neck. These things are so very important when it comes to our migraines and so forth. So keeping your posture, let's begin by allowing the muscles in the jaw. Just feel like those jaw muscles are relaxed. Let the jaw just open slightly and let all those muscles right around the cheeks and around the jaw, allow them to relax. Especially if you have a tendency to grind at night or maybe grind during the day, or if you had a tense day, allow. Feel those muscles relax. Feel the muscles around the lips relax. Feel the muscles around the eyes relax. With each breath, bringing in relaxation. Let the muscles in the eyes relax. The muscles of the eyebrows, the forehead. Feeling all the muscles around the skull. Just trying to let them relax. Just take some nice deep breaths, directing that healing chi to all those muscles that have been tense from the neck up today or wherever. One more nice deep breath. So the next series of movements we're going to do are going to be the tapping movements. So I'm going to take my glasses off so I don't tap myself with my glasses on. So maintaining your posture, you want to bring the hands up to the top. This is called the Bei Wei. And we want to gently tap around the top of the head and then around the crown. And the tapping, you know, of course, does not have to be hard. You want to just stimulate the nerves, the circulatory system, and send healing vibrations into that area. And only do as many as you feel comfortable. Again, if you're suffering from a migraine right now, you know, only do what you feel comfortable with. Maybe just even holding the fingers on might be better. And let's do a few more of these. Good. And let the arms relax so there's no tension. And then bringing the hands up to the forehead, above the brow ridge, and just all around that forehead. Gentle tapping. You can do whatever feels comfortable for you. And then bringing the fingers to the brow ridge and gently, gently, just pressing in. When we press in and then release, that teaches the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons to release tension. So gently press in and release. Press in and release. And then gently move under the eye, In the nose, there are many meridians for the body, so take some special time to press in on the nose a little bit. Especially if you have sinus issues, you can press into that sinus side a little bit more if you need to. And then gently coming to the corners of the eyes and gently pressing in there, keeping the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And then again, pressing along the ridge, around the bottom, in the sinuses, on the nose, pressing, pressing, into the corner of the eye, and then up and around. One more time. Let the hands come down and relax. Let's activate those Laogong points again one more time. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that energy right into our eyes, especially if you've been on a computer, you know, using a screen or whatever. I had to get special glasses from looking at a screen all day. So taking that heat and energy, put the heel of the hand right on the bottom of the eye, let the head just tilt forward, and breathe into your eyes. Feeling the breath rise in the body, focusing in on your eyes. One more time, breath. And then release the hands and let them come down. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Still maintaining that posture, feeling the feet on the ground, up, back, and down. Up, back. Now let's go to the cheeks. And if you have anything like rosacea or any issues, you know, gently, gently, maybe just even go like this. But whatever feels comfortable for you, and trying to go right into that cheek area, the muscles right around there, releasing that tension, pressing in and release. Press and release. And release. And especially if you feel a tight spot, maybe spend a little bit more time on that spot if it feels okay to do that. And then coming to the lip below the nostrils, pressing gently right there. This is a very energetic area, especially particularly for headaches. So gently pressing. I've seen some people move like this. I like to just gently press, releasing that tension. Pressing around the mouth, also right underneath the lips, right onto the jaw. And then moving back up in front of the ears. There's a lot of muscle here. A lot of times we have tension here. So maybe even doing a circular pattern, feeling that movement in the ear and those muscles. Going in one direction first, and then going in reverse. And then letting the arms come down for a moment, letting those hands relax. And then bringing it back up. The ears are a very important place, just like the bottom of the feet for reflexology. So let's move, you know, you can do just a little pinching or a little touching motion all around the outside of the ear, all around the ridge, and then even on the inner part, pushing all the way around, and then even on the inside of your ear, pressing. And let's do that several times, just so you feel like you're covering the earlobe all the way around the outside, then onto the inside, and then into the whole inner ear, massaging in there. And let's do that one more time. It's hard to do with all your earrings in. I forgot to take them out. And then working onto the inside, and then pressing, rolling on the inner ear there, gently massaging. And let those come down. We're going to bring our attention to behind the ear now. So right here, right behind the ear, where the skull is, gently massaging in that area there too. Circular pattern. And then around the back, we want to massage the head, letting all that tension out, especially here where the head and the neck meet. And then again, doing a little tapping motion here. And then, so what we want to do too is just sweep away any excess qi. And let's do a little stretching in the neck. Let's take one arm. You're going to pull one arm down so you feel that shoulder coming down, and then let the head gently stretch away. Keeping the tongue to the roof of the mouth. You want to still face forward. You don't want to rotate down. You just want to let the ear come down. You don't want to let this happen. You want to keep those shoulders down and lengthen. And then inhale, coming up. Let's go to the other side. Pull the other side down and stretch. Good, and then come up. We're going to do that same thing to the back. You're going to reach behind. Pull this arm down if you can. If you can't reach, then at least reach this arm down. And then let the head stretch. And then come up. And then over to the other side. And up. We're going to do that again 2 more times. Let's come back to the front. Pulling the arm down, letting this relax down, keeping the other shoulder down. Let the head reach over towards the side. And then up. Let's go to the other side. Good, and up. Let's reach behind. Let the head stretch gently. And up. Other side, and pull. And up. One more time in the front. Pulling it down in front. Let that head stretch. By the 3rd time, we can usually go a little bit deeper. And up. Remembering to breathe and keeping that posture. Feel your feet on the ground. And up. And one more time, pulling behind. And up. And other side, pull. And up. Great. So we're going to do a little tapping on the arms to get rid of some of that tension in the shoulder area and so forth. So the tapping we're going to do, we do it up here. This is the thymus gland. And whenever I always joke about this in class because the thymus is supposed to be the anti-aging area. So everybody goes, oh, I'm going to be 10 years younger by the time I finish with this. So just be, of course, gentle, but let that tapping happen right along that collarbone with both hands. And the tapping is just your fingers. It doesn't have to be, anything big or a fist or anything like that. But if you feel some tension, in one area, tightness, You know, spend a little time on that spot. That's your body saying, hey, I need a little kindness there. I need a little loving attention there. Okay, and then we're going to go down one arm. So we're going to let one arm come down, and we're going to go on the inside of the arm. This is the inside. So we're going to tap down that meridian. We're going to give ourselves a hand. We're doing a good job. Turn the hand. We're going up the outside, all the way up. Kind of giving yourself a little tap because, boy, we always have a lot of tension up here. And then bringing that down again in front, all the way down, activating that Lao Gong point, and then going up the outside is the Yang side. And back down one more time. You might see a little redness. That's your circulation, that's your Qi. And bring that up. Good. And let's bring that back to center. Now we're going to the opposite side now. So now we're going down the arm. Give yourself a hand. Turn that around, going up the outside. And then, oh, that tightness up there in the shoulder. Ooh. Turn that hand. Going down the inside of the arm. Give yourself a hand on your Lao Gong point. Come up. Good, and one more time. Good. And then up on the outside. Back to center, and you might feel some vibrations, that tingling, all that energy you feel, that's your Qi flowing. Now let's stand up for a few moments. And as you stand up, remember to think about balancing on the feet. Big toe, little toe, heel. Let your knees soften. You want to feel the pelvis in a relaxed position. Pull that navel in just a little bit so it helps you adjust your posture. Make sure your sternum is lifted. You want to roll those shoulder blades down, keeping the tongue to the roof of the mouth, keeping that head lifted. So now we're going to bring the energy up the front of the body. We're going to go right over the eyes and down. Inhale as we draw this healing Qi up, rolling it around the eyes and down. Inhale as we bring it up, pull and down. Bring it up, pull and down. And feel that in the whole body. You feel the whole body lift as you come up, pull and sink. And remember, Qigong is all about, and Tai Chi is all about moving that Qi. Inhaling and exhaling down. The movement occurs in the entire body and down. Let's do one more of these. So another movement we're going to do, it's called the chest opener. We're going to pull the elbows in and open. Exhale, and we're going to roll the shoulders and curl in, pulling the abdominals in, and inhale and open. So here we're working the chest. You're going to squeeze the chest muscles, exhale, and inhale as you pull this open and let that chest lift. This is great to do if you've been sitting at your computer. This way you get to move that upper body, especially if you don't have a good seat to be in. Inhaling as you open. Head and neck lift. Exhale as you bring it forward and curl. Let's do that a few more times. Let's do one more. Good, and let the arms come down. Let's draw this healing Qi up the front, fold it into the chest, Bring it up and down. Bring it up. Bring it up to the skies and down. Letting that head and neck move with you. Feel how the whole body coordinates with the movement. You want to feel your feet. Feel those knees soften. Roll this chi energy all around and let the head and the neck move gently, harmoniously, and up. Let's do one more of these. And then we're going to do a movement called cloud hands. There's a couple of styles of cloud hands, but cloud hands looks like this. You want to think of when you see clouds moving across the sky. You want to have your top hand lined up with your sternum. The bottom hand is taking that energy and scooping it across, and you want to keep your eye on that top hand. When you get to the side, you want to change your focus, and you want to move gently through the rib cage from one side to the other. Inhaling, focus. And just feeling that chi energy moving. You want to move as gracefully as you can, like you're moving through water. I've actually done some of my Tai Chi movements in the water, and it's incredible, the feeling. Let's do one more of these to each side. And then bring that back to center and down. So we're going to do a little bit of stretching because we did some we were sitting for a while. So please take one leg to the back. You want to keep the opposite knee bent. Just a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to engage your glute, that muscle we've been sitting on for a while, and allow yourself to hinge back, keeping this knee bent so that you feel the stretch here and you're going to feel a stretch in the calf. Keep that posture. Breathe. And then release. Come forward. Switch sides. Let that leg sink back. Keep this back leg straight, this one bent. Engage the glute and allow that body to lean back. Good, and then release. Let's do that one more time. Engage the glute, so it'll help you stretch the muscle, the joint in front. And then release. Let's go the other side. Good, and release. So let's put our hands together in prayer pose. So as always, it has been my honor and pleasure to be your guide in your practice tonight and always. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and working on trying to thrive. That's what this is all about. To learn how to radiate your energy from within, it radiates to others so that everyone gets to benefit from that. And all this energy that we have created today is like a monsoon, like this big wave of energy going out, to positive energy going out in this world, because Lord knows we have a lot of negativity going on out there. So it's nice to know that we are contributing to positivity by doing our practice. So there's a saying, for those of you who have taken yoga, that's called Namaste. Well, I found a Chinese version of that. So the light and the spirit and the energy in me, so values, respects, honors, and appreciates the light and the spirit and the energy in each and every one of you. And the saying in Chinese is called Ni Men Hao Jing Shen Qi. So I'll say that one more time, so hopefully you can say it with me. It's Ni Men Hao Jing Shen Qi. And in Tai Chi, we take the left hand that's open for friendship. We take the right hand that we're going to make a fist as strength. The left thumb goes in that, and that is humility. And I thank you so much for joining me and helping me continue to keep my energy flowing as well. Thank you.